Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy 100th episode.
Guys, we made it.
Centennial.
Yes.
We made it to 100.
It's an entire decade.
That's an entire century.
Century.
What's
a decade? 10 years?
I did some research and I found that there's a range, only 1 to 7% of podcasts make it to 100 episodes.
Guys.
So we are in the top 1 to 7%.
We're special.
Of podcasts. Isn't that a funny range?
That is so hilarious.
1 to
it's
7.
Such a random
That was
thing.
also a Google AI estimate, so who knows?
I feel like that's accurate.
I like 1%. We're in the top 1% of podcasts.
That's us.
Globally.
Fans who have made it this far, we appreciate you.
We do. Well, I brought a little NA Brut champagne to pop for us. It is NA alcohol free. Alcohol removed, it says. That's interesting. Alcohol removed.
They had it.
It was in there and they took it out. That's actually a really funny way to phrase it. I'm going to pop this. Let's see if I can get the audio here.
A little ASMR.
Maybe.
Speaking of audio, friends,
oh my gosh,
what a journey.
Episode 99 was the worst audio in history.
Wee!
Woo!
I bet that sounded great.
I bet it did. It didn't pour over the sides. Thank goodness. Gonna pour a little bit for us. I hope people are consuming the video on this episode.
Yeah.
This
is the one to do. Austin saying you guys should watch video for this. Okay. It's bubbly.
It is. All right. Cheers to 100 episodes. Thank you, Jamie.
Cheers, friends.
All right. Well, I feel like we should get our announcement over with right off the bat. Yeah.
It's like a little
pop.
I like it. Okay. Do the honors.
Okay. So, this is going to be our last episode of the How Was Your Weekend podcast.
This is the finale.
The finale. You know, we got to end on top. I feel like I love when TV shows, they do the right amount of seasons. They don't try to make it go for too long.
100%. We've had 3 seasons, I would say.
Yeah.
3 years.
Almost 3 years. August 7th was our first episode.
Correct.
100 episodes.
Per my mug.
Yeah, per the mug. You got your special mug today.
Look how different we look.
I know.
Mainly me.
That's actually kind of crazy. I feel like we both look better.
For sure.
Yeah.
We've had some glow ups.
Glow ups. It's been an amazing run.
It has.
It's been so much fun.
Yep.
Very therapeutic.
100%. That was like my biggest thing with this experience. I feel like it has been such a sacred hour every other week or so that we've been able to just come in here, pour our hearts out, laugh.
Yeah.
Challenge, talk about things. I just feel like the range of topics we've covered has been so fun.
And the repetitive topics we've covered.
I was also thinking, I was like, oh man, I wish we could have a thing of like all the times we repeated a story or something, or how many times we were like, Shannon, who is that?
We've talked about steaks at Harbor Greens.
Totally.
We've asked for sponsorship.
Yes.
It's
been a lot of the same thing.
I bet Shannon is the most mentioned name in the podcast.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
Or Brian.
Yeah.
But they're definitely the top 3.
Yeah. Shannon as a non-blood relative or, partner in life, for sure.
I'm sad that this is ending, but it feels like the right ending to this little chapter.
Totally.
Like it's been so fun, and it feels like we have some other stuff up our sleeve.
Yeah.
We are talking about maybe starting a theory podcast.
Yeah.
Which would be fun.
100%. I feel like, and I think because we do so much other stuff together in life, like even though this piece is done, it doesn't feel like, it's not like this is like a goodbye.
Yes.
Like we're never going to see each other again. So
exactly.
But this has been a special time.
Very special.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody for tuning in for this journey with us.
Yeah.
It's been a wild ride.
100%.
All
right. Bye. No.
Bye. As Jamie alluded to earlier, the audio on our last episode 99, was by far the worst audio in our podcast history. So we're going to hope and pray that it holds out for this last episode here.
It's truly.
Yeah.
Yes. And okay.
All right. Well, should we go into our weekends?
Let's do it.
For the final time on air.
How was your weekend?
2 weekends ago. I'll start with some news.
Let's do it.
So, hold on 1 second. I'm going to turn off my notifications because I am in several group texts and they're blowing up right now. Okay.
Everybody wants your attention.
Everyone wants my attention. 2 weekends ago. So I've shared some of our house journey up to this point. We bought a new house. That's been very time consuming. It's been a lot of work and fun and a lot of decisions. We also were getting our current house ready to sell.
Yep.
So basically, before we recorded the last episode, I was talking about all the things we were doing.
Yeah.
The roof cleaning,
Yep.
maintenance, like all that, all the things,
Mhm.
septic tank, whatever. We were planning on listing the house for sale that Thursday.
Right.
So the Thursday 2 weeks ago, basically.
Okay. Yep.
The day before, or maybe 2 days before, my neighbor, Cindy, lovely neighbor,
Yes.
she hit me up and she saw that our listing sign went up. It went up too early. So here's a little real estate rule for people.
Don't do
It
that.
is not allowed to have your listing sign go up before you list.
For this very reason.
For this very reason. What is technically allowed is you can have the signpost go up
For
whenever,
sure.
but you
Yeah.
can't hang the actual sign.
Yeah.
So my neighbor Cindy saw that the
Loophole.
signpost
Yeah.
went up.
Yeah.
She called or she texted me and said, "Are you selling your house?" And I said, "Yeah, we are selling our house. We're listing it on Thursday. That's the plan." And she asked how much we want for it. I told her, and she said, "Can I go look at it?" And so this was Tuesday of that week. Wednesday, the next day, she came over with her friend, one of our other neighbors.
Okay.
And they were at the house for probably 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then she said, "Hey, can I invite my son over?" Son comes over. He's an electrician. He's looking around the house.
Yeah.
He's there for another 30 minutes. They say, "Hey, can my son's girlfriend come over?" It was like a party. I think they were there for like well over an hour and a half.
That's hilarious.
At our house, which is a good sign.
Yeah,
like anytime
totally.
a buyer's at a house that long, you're like, there's some interest.
Yes.
This is Wednesday. We are going out of town on Thursday, and we're also planning on listing on Thursday.
Right.
That was the plan the whole time. We're like, let's list right when we go out of town
Yep.
so that it's open for showings. So I'm basically telling my neighbor, like, while we're walking through the house, she's like, if I'm interested, like, how would I do that?
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, honestly, my plan is to list it tomorrow. So if you're interested, we'd kind of need to move quickly.
Yeah.
To make something work. And so the next morning, she texted me on Thursday morning and said, "I'm interested. I'd like to make you an offer." It was less than what I had said, but we did the negotiation thing.
Yep.
And this was Thursday. I called my parents and I explained the situation. And I think they probably told you about this already. I don't know if you've heard the story or not yet. Anyway, so my parents, I call them and I start telling them my neighbor made us this offer. Our goal ultimately is to get the most money for this house.
Of course.
Every
yeah.
seller's goal, because we are doing a big remodel on our next house.
Right.
We need every penny we can get
Totally.
for that remodel. So the goal is to get the most money possible. So that was my big question is like, do we take this offer from our neighbor or do we list it and potentially get more?
Yeah.
And so I was talking to parents about this, and then all of a sudden I start just like thinking back to our experience with this neighbor. And like when we moved in, she brought us like fresh baked banana bread or something.
Oh, yeah.
One year for Halloween, she knit us this like pumpkin, like such
Cute.
a sweet neighbor.
Yeah.
And basically last year, I'm going so long-winded. Last year, she sold her house to her son. So her son moved into the house where she was living,
Yeah.
and she's been living in like an Airbnb for the last year
Oh, interesting.
while she's trying to find her next house.
Got it.
So basically, if she buys this house, she'll be living right next to her son, which is so fun.
Yeah.
So I was telling my parents, I was going through all the numbers, and then all of a sudden I just start thinking about like how special it would be to sell to this neighbor because she's been so sweet, such a great neighbor.
Yeah.
And I just like break down and like cannot talk. I'm so emotional.
Wow.
And my parents are like, I think that's your answer.
Yeah.
Like I think like the fact you're so emotional about this, like you're getting what you want for it. Like you're happy with the number, you're happy with the sale.
Right.
It'll be so like easy.
Yeah.
And so we accept an offer from our neighbor.
Cool.
Never even list her house for sale.
Oh my gosh.
And
That's
we are
amazing.
closing today.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is so wild.
So yeah, the Thursday before last. So what is that?
Thursday before, like 2 weeks.
I think less than 2 weeks. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think less than 2 weeks.
That's amazing.
And she's closing today, and she's being so easygoing. And basically, we have a rent back signed so through the end of August.
Okay.
So she's allowing us to stay through the end of
Wow.
August. And she already told us like, if you need to stay longer, that's fine. I'm not in a rush.
Oh my gosh.
So we have.
So is she going to move into your home, or is she moving back into her old house and the son moving into yours?
The son is staying in her old house, and she's moving into our house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she loves it. Like she was when the day she was walking through it, she was
Yeah.
like her and her neighbor and her kids were like so complimentary of all the stuff we've
Cute.
done, which
Yeah.
it's fun because we put a lot of time and effort into
Well,
that house.
I was going to say, and I feel like the fact that you were already in that place of like preparation
Yes.
is perfect.
Totally,
Like,
it looked perfect.
it probably helped get you what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Like that mindset of, oh, we could have gotten more on the market, but actually, I wonder if you try to do this off market before you prepped if you would have been in
Totally.
the same scenario.
Yeah,
you
who
know.
knows?
So
And that was the big thing, is like, could we have got more in the market? And there's a world in which maybe yes, but the inventory is so high right now. The market's very weird right now.
it is bizarre.
Like there was a chance we could get more than we got,
Yeah.
but I think the chance of not was higher. So we're very happy with how this all worked out.
And it's like there is something to be said about the convenience
Yeah.
of this situation.
Totally.
The flexibility of the rent back.
Yep.
The fact that she was so easy and accommodating, like that is so valuable in and of itself.
Yeah.
Like you have to remember how stressful it could be to like fight with a buyer through every contingency and, you know, have these unknowns come up and stuff. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was very exciting. So that was
I love that.
That whole day Thursday, I was trying to like get this under contract so that we didn't have to worry about listing it.
Right.
At the same time, she did do an inspection. So she had the inspection scheduled for Monday. So we left our house for vacation.
Okay.
Like looking as like the best it's ever looked.
Yeah.
In case we needed to list it. Like in case for some reason she decided to back out during inspection, which didn't happen. But we're like, we want to be able to pull the trigger and list it, you know, while we're still out of town, just in case. So yeah, so that was Thursday, was negotiating this, working, going to the new house.
Wow.
And then packing up and getting out of town. And we left Seattle, or our house, around like 9:30 p.m. or 9 p.m. and we got to Chelan like well after midnight.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It was a long Thursday.
It's a long day.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Exciting times.
So that was the start of that weekend.
Yeah, that was Thursday.
That was Thursday.
Get to the weekend yet. Ay. Guys, this is also going to be our longest episode.
Our longest episode. It's 2 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Thursday. Should I just go through my Chelan trip and then you can do that whole weekend?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So basically, we got there super late Thursday night, and then we were in Chelan for 1 week with Brian's family.
Fun.
So Thursday through the following, I guess, Friday.
Okay.
And then we were staying at his parents' house. My family was also there. Around the same time. So we had both families there, and they weren't staying with us, but I think 3 different times all were hanging out together, and so fun. We had, you know, our 8 nieces and nephews all together.
I love that. Has that, besides your wedding, has that happened?
I think maybe one other time besides our wedding.
Okay.
But yeah, this is probably the 3rd time
That's
ever.
so cool.
So much fun, kid energy.
Was it though?
It was great. It was great. Honestly, it was, I have one of the nieces, Isla, is like, I think she's gonna be turned 3 soon, and she's the sweetest girl.
Yeah.
And she's like, if we have kids, I want a girl.
Oh yeah.
Like she's just the sweetest
Girls are the
girl. Yeah, very, very fun. I did go on a daily solo walk for some quiet time to
Good
regroup.
for you.
Lots of swimming in the lake. I will say that Lake Chelan's cold.
Mhm.
It's a glacier lake.
Mhm.
Having a cold plunge has made it a lot easier to go into Lake Chelan. Yeah, I just jumped right in.
Oh wow.
I used to like build up the courage to jump in the water. Now I'm just like, whatever.
No big deal.
No big deal. MBD.
Really quick, for your sale of your house, are you leaving the sauna and cold plunge with your new owners? Okay.
Yep, we're leaving the sauna and cold plunge, which we were for sure going to leave the sauna just because we don't want to worry about moving it.
Right.
Cold plunge we were hoping to take with us, but that was part of the negotiation. Okay. She wanted cold plunge.
She wants to do it. Yes. I love it.
Stevie swam a bunch.
Cute.
In the lake.
Yeah.
Couldn't keep her out of the water. She smells. We haven't given her like a proper bath yet, so she still kind of has the lake smell.
Yep.
One day I swam a half mile in the lake. I was feeling a little go back to my Ironman days. We did a water park with all the kids, slide waters.
Yes.
Have you done that water park?
I have, and I love it.
It's a great water park.
It's so fun. I love water slides.
Yeah, do you?
I think it's so fun. Yeah.
Did you notice the name is just water slides backwards? Slide waters, water slides.
Yes, obviously. No, that is
Brian
so
had not
funny.
noticed that either, and I pointed out to him. I think that's a very clever name.
That is great.
Yeah, slide waters was fun. My grandparents who live in Omak, they came to Chelan to lunch one day, which is great. Yeah, just like really good quality family time. Like
That's so special to have both sides together.
Yeah. Like we both worked a little bit. We both went into town like a couple times to catch up at a coffee shop, but like
perfect.
It was just such a nice family chill week.
Love it.
It was great.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, what were the days you were there again?
So we were there basically Friday to Friday.
Okay.
So I'll go through this previous weekend next.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that weekend for me, okay, so that's when my back started hurting. I have a note on here. So I went to go do a tonal.
This is pretty good.
It is nice. It reminds me of like just like the sparkling apple cider that you do. You know what
Yeah,
I'm talking about? The
the,
like Martinelli's.
Martinelli's.
Kind of reminds me of that a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's good.
Anyways, so Friday I have a note that I did a tonal, but then my back hurt. And I think I remember trying to do a like deadlift with the barbell, and my back was like, you're not going to do that today. And my back had already been sore, and I was just testing what it could do. And since then, it's still not 100%.
I have a bone to pick with God because
Yeah.
injuries from working out, it seems like so ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
Like, why does that exist?
Well,
like, we shouldn't be like, we're trying to better ourselves.
100%.
Why do we get injured?
This is the thing. And like, so do you remember when I was saying like, I haven't posted any of my tonal things because I'm just like, it feels like not genuine. Well, that week, something had popped up about a 25-week streak, meaning I have worked out for 25 weeks in a row. And I was like, that's amazing. So I put a picture, I posted it, and then I got injured and like couldn't be. I am working out still, but it's minimal. I'm not. I had to ditch the program I was doing. Chad made me like a lower back friendly workout, but it was just funny. I was like, anyways, yeah.
So you've kept the streak alive.
I'm still doing it. Yes.
So does that mean at least you worked out at least once per week for 25 weeks?
I think at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't actually know what it.
I bet that is. I bet every week you have to have worked out
at least
once on the tonal.
Yeah, for it to register. Yeah. Anyways, that day on Friday, my parents came over. So this summer, Allie has gone to a couple camps. So that week she had just come back from a cheer camp.
Okay.
So my parents came over, caught up with her. That afternoon, I was actually here in the office. I met with a potential new agent. And then Piper had gone to a friend's house. So that night was just me, Chad, and Allie.
Nice.
Chad grilled some steaks for us for dinner.
Where from?
I couldn't even tell you.
Harbor
I think it was Whole Foods, actually.
Oh, you're cheating.
I think I sent him on a little wild goose chase because I thought I had gotten a notification from Whole Foods that steaks were on sale, but I was wrong. So anyways, I just remember we had a discussion. So because it was just Allie, we watched the movie Obsession.
Okay.
So do you remember when we were talking about Obsession and Backrooms?
Yep.
Were two kind of like movies that have gone viral.
In the zeitgeist.
What's that?
In the zeitgeist?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. It sounds right. But we watched Obsession together.
That's about the guy.
He makes a wish.
For
somebody to be
obsessed with him.
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
And it's pretty.
Is
wild.
it crazy?
Yeah. We also watched Backrooms later on in the weekend.
Nice.
I much prefer Backrooms to Obsession.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah, there's that. We also went on a walk that night. So Allie was a little nervous about watching Obsession. She thought it was gonna be really scary.
Yeah.
So we ended up watching that like earlier in the evening.
Still light out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then dinner and then a walk. And then I started the show The Hawk on Netflix, which is with Will Ferrell.
Nice.
And it's like a golf kind of comedy thing.
Good.
It is good. At first, like there's just parts where you're just like, oh, it's so cringy, like that comedy.
That is Will Ferrell.
That is Will Ferrell. But then as it's gone on, there's also it's about his relationships with his son and his ex-wife and stuff. So there are some like special like relational things that develop and stuff.
What sport is it?
Golf.
Golf.
Yes.
So is it like stick?
Kind of.
Have you seen Stick?
Yes.
Okay.
Stick to me is way more like heartwarming.
Gotcha.
This is more like cringy comedy. And
okay.
then towards the end, we're getting a little bit of a relational piece.
Okay.
So anyways, so that was Friday. On Saturday, so this weekend, Alice turned 15 on the 19th. Okay. So that was Friday was the 17th. Saturday was the 18th. Okay, 19th. Okay. Yeah. So on Saturday, her and some friends wanted to go to the mall and get hair tinsel because they were going to camp on Monday and their team color was red.
Never even heard of hair tinsel.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's like a little extension they put in and it's sparkly. It's like a little plastic piece of like straight fabric. And so it was just one of those days where it's like Chad and I were literally just like tag teaming where to take girls. So basically we take them to the mall. Chad and I drive separate. I am hanging out with the girls. We do some shopping. And the hair tinsel place wasn't available at Tacoma. So we had to go down to Lakewood.
Okay.
So I take a group of friends, go down to Lakewood. He goes from the mall to Gig Harbor to pick Piper up from her birthday party.
Nice.
He goes home. I go from Lakewood back to the mall, take all the kids back there. They decide they want to have lunch at the Tacoma Mall. after we'd already gone back north. It's fine. So I'm kind of cruising around doing my own thing. They're getting lunch, and then finally everybody's done. I grab Allie, and then we go back home.
So many logistics.
So many
Life of a parent.
logistics, and it was just funny because it was like the fact that we started at Tacoma Mall, and then we drove them to Lakewood, and then we came back. It was just like, I don't know. Anyways, whatever. Some of it's on us, but. So we've been trying to revamp our deck a little bit.
Yep.
So we went to Home Depot, Lowe's, one of those home stores, and got some plants and planters for the back deck. We ended up just getting 2 things of lavender.
Okay.
And then I also bought a fiddle tree thing for inside the house.
All real or fake?
Real.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we were working on that. And then what did I say? Oh, I said I watched a horrible, scary movie called Do Not Enter that night.
By yourself?
I think I watched it with Chad.
Okay.
The girls were
really
doing
a
their
big
own thing.
scary movie kick.
Guys, that's kind of my jam. I'm not gonna lie.
It's July.
It's July. Yeah. Because why am I watching a movie when it's summer?
No, sorry. I mean, usually October is the month for scary movies.
Yeah. No.
For 3 in a weekend. I mean, come on.
I know. Yeah, it's like one a day. It's basically I don't know. I think it's because it's like that. If it's like boring or slow, I'm just gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
So I need something that's a little bit entertaining.
Interesting.
Do not recommend Do Not Enter. It was pretty bad. Okay, I'll wrap up with Sunday. So that was actually Allie's birthday.
Okay. Happy birthday, Allie.
So yep, the big
15?
1-5.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Did you go do a quinceañera for her?
Yeah, we did. We totally did. No, but it was really fun. We had a bunch of gifts for her Sunday morning. So she woke up and we did that. We all went to church together, and then my parents came over for lunch that afternoon, and then we went back to the mall because I surprised her with one of her really good friends getting their second piercings on their ears.
Oh, wow.
So they have, one piercing and then a second lobe piercing here. And so that was kind of a gift to her, and then also a surprise because I was like, man, I probably should have done this Saturday, but there was another group of girls there, and I feel like it would have been weird. So anyways, went to the mall a lot that weekend. And then
do you like the mall?
I don't.
I'm not a big mall person.
I really don't.
I get so overwhelmed.
Yeah. And then we ordered pizza for dinner, and then we watched The Backrooms that night. That was like the ending of our weekend.
Where's the pizza from?
Oh gosh, what did we end up doing? I want to say, I think I did Papa John's.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
The Backrooms was actually really good.
Was it?
It was just, to me, the concept was wild, and the set for how they actually filmed it.
Yeah.
Was to me a little mind blowing.
Okay.
I was like, how did they do this?
Really?
It's really interesting. So I would recommend Backrooms over Obsession.
Okay.
I would never recommend Do Not Enter.
Okay.
Those are my highlights.
Does Backrooms have creatures, like monsters?
A little, yes.
Okay.
There's a little bit of weird things.
Okay.
Yeah. Why do you ask? Were you?
I just don't love monsters, creatures, but
yeah.
I'll still watch it.
I think you. Yeah. I think it's worth a watch.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was Sunday, and she was kind of gearing up. So for her birthday party this week with friends, actually tomorrow, I'm taking a group of friends out to Port Ludlow, which is
nice.
a very random location.
Yeah.
But I want to stay at a house out there
That's
for
right.
the school auction.
Yeah.
So I'm using
for a week,
some of
right?
for an entire week.
Yeah.
But we couldn't figure out times.
I listened. I remember.
No,
Yeah. That was a good poll.
We couldn't figure out. What I was hoping to do was a couple days with her friends, and then I was going to bring kids back and then pick up Piper and Chad and do another extended weekend with my family.
Okay.
But we weren't able to get the timing, and what was available didn't work. So the owner said I could do a couple nights this week, and then we could come back for another couple nights another time.
Nice.
So I'm taking her and some girlfriends. My friend Carrie is going to come as the second chaperone. And so that's tomorrow afternoon. We leave for that. And
nice.
then we're there for 2 nights and coming back on Friday.
Nice.
So that'll be her actual party with friends.
Love it.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Does the Airbnb look cool?
It looks cool.
Nice.
It sleeps 12 people. It's got a hot tub. It's near Port Townsend. So I think on Thursday we're going to go into Port Townsend and explore.
Cool. Have you done Port Townsend before?
Yes.
It's cool. It's a cool town.
It's really cute. There's a little hike we're going to go find with a little waterfall. So I'm excited. I think it'll be a fun way to celebrate her with friends. So
love it.
Yeah. That was last weekend.
Awesome. Well, this most recent weekend, so on Friday, we made the drive from Chelan to Leavenworth, which is a pretty easy drive.
Yeah.
It was very convenient. So we had a wedding in Leavenworth this last weekend. So being nearby in Chelan worked out great. We checked into the Sleeping Lady Mountain Resort, which is
Sleepy Lady.
Sleeping Lady. It was beautiful. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was this huge property with all these trails throughout,
Yeah.
like built in the woods, basically.
Cool.
With little cabins kind of you stayed in.
Okay.
But so they did these little clusters. So there'd be like 8 hotel rooms around a fountain, and then there'd be another 8 hotel rooms
Fun.
around a pond, and then
Oh,
there'd be another 8
cool.
hotel rooms around some other natural area. So
Okay.
like really cool how they built this
Yeah,
hotel
yeah.
around all these, around, like, feels like you're in the woods the whole time.
Okay.
Very pretty. Checked in the hotel, and then did the welcome party for the wedding.
Yeah.
Which was just at the hotel.
Okay.
So I love like destination weddings where everybody's staying at the same place.
Yeah.
Because you just walk out and like
See people.
you
Yeah.
see people
Yeah,
for the
yeah, yeah.
wedding.
Did you guys have the whole place to yourselves type of thing?
Not the whole place. I think it was like 100+ room hotel.
Oh,
but I
okay.
think she said of the rooms that were booked, we had like 75% of the
Oh,
rooms.
wow.
So
Okay.
we had, most of the people there
Pretty much.
was our group. This is for our friends Jackson and Caitlin, which they're
Congrats.
great college friends. Yeah, really nice. They're very chill, very like low key, like relaxed, chill people.
Yeah.
So the wedding really matched that,
Yeah.
which I really appreciated. Like,
Yeah.
it was like every time I saw Caitlin throughout the weekend, she's just like so like kind of carefree and
Yeah.
just like, and she's more the planner in the relationship,
Okay.
but her mentality was like, I did all the planning, now I'm just gonna enjoy it. Like
Totally.
whatever happens,
Good
happens.
for her. Yeah.
And it was very fun.
I love
So,
it.
yeah, that was Friday night, was just checking in, going to the welcome party, and then trying to think. I think we maybe got drinks afterwards. We got dinner with the group for the wedding.
Okay.
And then called it a night.
Nice.
There was this a chance we were going to go into town, like even Leavenworth,
Yeah.
to a bar. And we were so relieved when that wasn't the vibe. Like,
yeah.
we're just like, we just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Let's just go to bed.
I love it.
And Stevie was in the room by herself. So we're like,
Yeah.
let's go get Steve. So that was Friday night.
Cool. Okay. My Friday, so Allie was gone. She was at church camp this last week. Piper had a friend over from Thursday to Friday. So Friday morning, I woke up, I did a workout, got ready for the day, and then I took them over to Happy Duo, the little coffee shop in UP. Took them to the library, coffee shop. We just kind of hung out. And then I had the work event down in Puyallup. We had a really cool listing go live, and we were doing this big open house. So I took the girls to my parents' house, and Pipes was doing a sleepover with them. And then I picked up Chad. He was on the grill for the open house. So he was grill master. We drove out to Puyallup, did the open house. That house is so cool. It's one of my favorite listings I've ever seen us do.
Yeah.
And then that evening, we drove from Puyallup out to Olalla. And we went to a concert at the Olalla winery out there.
Nice.
So our friend, so I've kind of mentioned them recently. Her name's Tiffany, her husband's Grant. We went to the Max McNown concert at Duke Peninsula with them.
They were concert friends.
Concert friends. Well, exactly. It was like we were there and she's like, oh, my dad's in a band.
Oh, wow.
And he's playing at this Olalla winery in a couple weeks. You guys should come. And
Nice.
so we're like, how fun. So he was in a band, and it's like he's, probably in his 60s, I would guess. And so it's like a bunch of older gentlemen playing like country song, all cover songs.
Okay.
And then like also like your classics, Brown Eyed Girl and blah, blah, blah. And so that was great. I've never been out there. Have you been to Olalla?
I've been a couple times, yeah.
To the winery?
Not to the winery,
okay.
no.
Because there's also a market out there. And I told your parents we were going out there that night, and they were like raving about the Olalla Bay Market and their pizza. So that's separate. That's not the same place we were, but I've made it a point to go back, and we're going to check that out. But yeah, that was my Friday night. I think we got home around like 9:30 or so after all was said and done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
It was fun.
Okay, Saturday morning, we went on a long walk with Stevie through Leavenworth.
Yeah.
Have you spent much time in Leavenworth?
I have done Post Hotel.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if we've stopped there any other time. We may have stopped there similarly from like Chelan or something.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. There's this cool like almost 3-mile loop where you can start in town, walk like past the edge of town, and then turn into like a park, like waterfront area. And you walk, there's like a mile plus just like along the river there, which is very, very pretty. It's like one of my favorite little walks.
Okay.
So did that with Stevie. And then we got coffee before the walk, and then we got coffee again after the walk.
Love that.
Double coffee day.
Yeah.
We went back to the hotel, and there's just so many dang decisions to make for our house remodel, and it's just
Sure.
a lot of it needs to happen pretty quickly
Yeah.
because we're like really trying to move in downstairs before the end of September.
Yeah.
Or before the end of August, sorry. So in the next month,
Right.
basically.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get downstairs done,
Yeah.
and it's a decent sized project,
Right.
and then we're also working on the backyard right now as well.
Okay.
So it's a lot. So we went back and just kind of spent like probably 2 hours just like looking for inspiration for different
Yeah.
rooms, organizing different things,
Yeah.
and just
Did you commit to the tan or gray tile for the back?
for the patio, we're doing a checkerboard with like a dark charcoal and then tan.
Tan.
Yes.
That's, remember we were talking, we were like
were.
first world problems.
Yes.
Of like
Yes. I'm very excited with how
awesome.
the backyard is going to turn
Yeah,
out.
that's so exciting.
Yeah. I was literally right before this, I stopped at a lumber yard and picked out
fun.
like our boards for the fencing,
Okay.
the fence we're doing.
Yeah.
So just so many,
All the
so
details.
many details and
Yeah.
decisions all at the same time. It's crazy.
Mhm.
But we had a cool setting. There's like a bar. There's like an indoor outdoor grotto bar at this
Ooh,
hotel.
yeah.
So we were just like by ourselves sitting in this like really cool
What an inspirational
area. Yes.
place. Yeah.
We're like next to a fountain in the woods. It's really,
Yeah.
really pretty.
Yeah. I love it.
Did that and then got ready for the wedding. Another, just again, like the wedding was very good vibes.
Yeah.
Just like very chill. Like they didn't have like even when they entered, they like entered holding hands. Like it just, I love just, I don't know. I love weddings.
Yeah.
Every person does their wedding how they want.
Sure.
I love when people like ditch traditions
Yeah.
and just do it however they
Yeah.
want. Like that
Yeah.
really makes me happy. Like the ring bearer walked out to the wedding officiants. Like every song you'll hear was handpicked by the person who you'll see walking or something. And
Oh,
so
interesting.
one of the first, like the ring bearer walked out with the song "Crazy Train." Do you know that
I
song?
don't know that one.
It's like I'll have to
Go ahead,
play
sing
it
it
for
for
you.
us.
I don't know
Give
how
us
to.
a little. Give us a
It's
little
like
hint.
da 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 da.
Oh, funny.
Oh
yeah,
you know that song?
yeah.
So that was like the first song that played in the wedding.
That's
which
hilarious.
just
Was this a
funny.
child, a ring bearer?
A child.
Okay,
yes,
that is so great.
It was great. Yeah, we were sat. It was kind of funny. We had a big group of a decent sized group of friends from college there.
Yeah.
But I think there were 10 of us, and
Okay.
each table sat 8 people. So the other 8 of them were at another table,
Oh,
and we
okay.
were sat with a bunch of people we didn't know, which was fine.
Just the two of you
Just
were
the two of us.
separate. Yeah.
And the whole time the joke was just like, so curious, like why we were sat together with these people, like, and we were all talking to each other about it. So we're like
Yeah.
trying to find some common ground about
There
why
was some sort of intentional,
some sort of strategy,
Yeah,
and there was a few different commonalities, like
Yeah.
several of them like run businesses.
Okay.
They were all from Boston, so like all were going to Seattle the next day, and like
Okay.
I know a lot of good restaurants, so I was
Yeah.
recommending
Yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
places. So those are
Interesting.
yeah, it was fun. Good group, and then just a fun dance floor. We played
Great.
a music trivia game on the dance floor.
Oh,
Not that it was part of the wedding, but
Yeah.
our group just kind of coordinated that. So every song that would play, first person to guess the song name like got a point.
Oh, I
So
love it.
That's how we gamified the dance floor a little
that's
bit.
great.
And yeah, we went after the wedding, stopped by, check on Stevie, and then the nicest room cabin at the hotel
Yeah.
was where the bride and groom were staying.
Okay.
They had it rented out. It was just like this 2-story
Whoa.
like mountain cabin where they were able to
Cool.
host after party.
Oh,
So
fun.
there were probably like 50 people out on the deck of this house,
Yeah.
and the deck had like a pretty steep drop off of it.
Mhm.
And we're like, we really hope the structural integrity of this
yeah.
deck is good, because it would not be a good
We're
end to this
testing
wedding.
it today.
But yeah, very, very fun wedding weekend. Congrats,
That's
Jackson
awesome.
and Caitlin.
Yes. How fun.
We have 3 more weddings this summer.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
What day am I on?
Saturday.
Now? Okay. Also, last week there were some other fun events that happened. I just realized I wrote them at the bottom of my list. Last Monday, Chad and I went to a concert in Seattle. We saw Chance Panay.
Okay. You are in your concert era.
We really are. That's like kind of how we decided we were going to like spend our money this summer.
Yeah.
Is going to concerts.
I love it.
So
I love concerts.
That was super fun. It was just him and I, and when I went to Dune Peninsula, I think I shared, but I was feeling a little anxious that day, and I was trying to be really present with him, but I was like feeling like in my head
Because of your real estate
there was
transaction
some stuff happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just felt like, I don't know, it was like beyond that. I just felt like weird.
Yep.
I don't know what, I couldn't even tell you. But so anyways, I really wanted to like be like present for Chance, and just I felt like it was like a redeeming evening for
Mhm.
us. So we had a really yummy dinner beforehand, and then we went. It was at the Moore Theater.
Okay.
So
Where's that at again? Is it downtown Seattle?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. We went to a restaurant called Shaker and Spear, I think.
Okay.
The actual restaurant part was booked, but there was like a little lounge area upstairs, and so we
Nice.
went and had dinner there. And then it was great. We went and like we sat at in the balcony, and it was general admission, but we were able to find seats, and it was like the concert didn't start till 8, and
Okay.
that's the opener.
Wow.
So actual like Chance didn't come on until
Yeah.
like 8:45.
Yeah.
And you know, Chad
That is my
Erskine-
one qualm with concerts is when they start so late.
Thank you. And he's like in bed at like 8:39
Yeah.
at the latest.
Yeah.
You know, so we were really pushing on a Monday night. But it was so fun. It was such a great concert. And then also last week on Wednesday, I took my dad to a Mariners game.
Cool.
And that was a great day. Like we've just had some really fun kind of quality time together last week.
Love it.
So anyways, those were things prior to the weekend. But last Saturday, it was just me and Chad because Allie was still at camp. Piper's at my parents'. So kind of had a slow morning. We went and picked Piper up, and then we went and grabbed Allie from camp and brought them home. And then we went, our car, the lease is up.
Oh, yeah.
And so we have been hemming and hawing about what to do next.
Yep.
And like, do we get a new car? Do we buy this one? Do we extend? Do we blah, blah, blah. And I just hate it. Cars, I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody. Cars do nothing for me.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't
Are
care.
you worried about offending the car community?
Yeah, I don't feel like people might be like, oh, whatever. Such a thing to say. But I just don't care. And so it's really hard for me to make a decision
Yeah.
because I have no preference. My big thing was I just didn't want to go spend a ton of extra money.
Right.
And I didn't want our monthly payments to be hundreds of dollars more.
Yeah.
So Chad carried a lot of the heavy lifting in the conversation before we went to the dealership. We ended up getting a newer model.
Nice.
It's got some really fun extra features, and we put a little bit of money down, and then our monthly payments only ended up being like $70 more a month.
Okay.
And so I felt like that is not bad. Like
Yeah.
to walk away and be like a brand new car, so basically it's another lease.
Okay.
So
2
we'll have
years
this
or
one
3?
another 2 years. And so yeah, so that was a lot of Saturday because those processes are not
Oh, yeah.
quick and easy.
Nope.
So we have a new car that we're driving now.
Same color?
No, we got a black one.
Ooh, nice.
And so similar style, except the middle row is now like a bench versus we had 2 captain chairs before. So now there's a bench seating, and like it has like a moon roof and a sunroof, and it has a couple like you go to turn and like there's like the camera features on it are wild.
Nice.
Like you can't not see where you're going, which is so great.
That's
for
the
me,
best.
I'm
Great
sure.
safety feature.
Anyways, okay, so that was Saturday, and then that night we were kind of catching up with Allie because she had just gotten home from church camp. So
Nice.
we had dinner together, and she is just kind of filling us in on her trip. And that was basically Saturday for us.
Love it.
Yeah.
Congrats on the new car.
Yeah.
Okay, Sunday we drove home from Leavenworth. We were like we'd been gone since the previous Thursday, so we're like ready to get home.
Yeah.
We unpacked, we got settled. I had forgotten when we walked in the front door. I had forgotten that we'd left the house like perfect because we were considering listing it before we left.
What a fun way to come home.
So we came home and it's just like literally the cleanest it's ever been in history, pretty much.
So
great. That was fun. And then we got settled. We went to our new house, Seattle house that we're remodeling.
Yep.
Stopped by, checked on some progress. The downstairs framing had happened, which was cool.
What are you guys doing downstairs? Like, are you changing the layout when you say?
We are, yes, a bit.
Making it like what?
We're
like
adding a couple. We're basically
bathroom?
finishing 2 unfinished rooms into like more livable spaces.
Okay.
And then we're changing up the bathroom a little bit as well.
Cool.
So, and then we're doing new floors and like a wet bar and
oh
yeah, get a little list
so
of
it'll
stuff.
be like a living space down there.
Our plan is to live downstairs while we remodel upstairs.
Okay.
So we're trying to make it as livable as possible.
Yeah.
So there will not be a full kitchen, but there will at least be a mini kitchen with the sink.
Oh, nice.
There'll be a full bathroom and
Okay.
then like a bedroom and then a gym.
Oh,
So
awesome.
the downstairs, once it's done, will be around the same size as our current house
Yeah.
is.
Oh, wow.
Which is
That's
great.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it should be an easy move, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did that, and then we were both getting a little hangry, especially Brian. So we stopped at Red Robin for lunch.
Nice.
And then did some shopping. So we went to Floor and Decor.
Okay.
To look for floors and decor.
Yes.
No decor.
Not as
we
much
discussed.
decor.
No, more
as,
floor.
Yeah.
So we looked at some LVP for the floor downstairs, and then we were looking for tile for the bathrooms. So
I love
we're doing
tile.
a lot of good tile. I'll show you our inspiration
Okay.
photos. It's they're looking cool. And then stopped at IKEA.
Oh.
Have you been to IKEA recently?
It's been a minute. I have gone recently, but it's probably been maybe like 2 months or so.
Our plan, so it was getting kind of late, and we're like,
Yeah.
we really want to be in and out in less than 30 minutes. That was the goal. They make it
Bold
very
move.
difficult to leave. Like once you get inside their maze,
Oh,
it's like impossible to find the exit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They have
yeah.
they have shortcuts you can take, but even so, like we were just looking at cabinets. That's the only thing we wanted to look
Okay.
at. So we made it
Oh,
to that
you were
section.
in like the heart of the store.
Yes, we made it to that section, and then we're like, okay, let's leave.
Yeah.
It took us so long to find the exit. It was insane, but we did make it in and out in 16 minutes.
What? 16?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
You didn't stop
We
for
were
meatballs.
hustling. No, we
Yeah.
were not. We did not stop at all.
Oh man.
We didn't know.
okay.
We were not feeling it. We were
Yeah.
like, this is not.
Yeah.
This is not the vibe right now.
I know. I think the last time we went, I don't think we bought anything aside from lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, I think they have a lot of real. I don't know. Should we go?
It's a hit or miss.
Should we go back to our unrelatable podcast? They have a lot of great like entry level cheap stuff.
Yeah.
The cabinets felt very low quality. Like
yeah.
it felt like it was gonna break. Like every
Oh.
cabinet no shame on IKEA. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop talking, but it just didn't feel.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like what we're looking for.
I think that that's probably not their strong suit.
No.
Is the cabinetry, but there are other like we did our one thing you could look at there is their like closet systems.
Oh, okay. We were peeking at those a little bit.
That was actually affordable, and so far the quality of it has been totally fine for us. So that's one thing. And I actually was talking to some friends on Sunday, and they're doing the same thing. They're using IKEA for their closet organization.
That's a good idea.
So yeah.
Cool. So we did IKEA in and out in 16 minutes. And then
amazing.
we went home and spent 5 hours on the couch just working on house stuff and doing more renderings. I have so many ChatGPT renderings of our house, which we're getting closer and closer every day with how we want it to look.
Yeah.
So
fun.
That was fun. That was
Awesome.
Sunday.
Okay, my Sunday, I have that we did a sauna, and then we went to church. I was actually in the nursery this week, and then we went and got lunch from Habit Burger.
Nice.
Had that?
Never go there, but I've heard good things.
I really enjoy it. It's from Santa Barbara, so it feels a little nostalgic to us as well. And then Piper went to camp on Monday, and so we were kind of getting her ready on Sunday. Allie wanted to go to I had a Zoom baby shower on Sunday.
Nice.
Wasn't really sure what to expect.
Funny.
My friend Lisa, who lives in Hawaii, just had a baby, and so because she's out there and she's not from there, her husband's military, so they're just there temporarily. So this was kind of a way for friends and family to see the new baby and say congrats and stuff. So had that on Sunday afternoon.
Did you play games or anything?
We did not.
Okay.
I really didn't know what to expect. And it truly was like maybe 40 minutes. And they kind of just said, okay, if anybody has any words they want to say, we'll just kind of go around. And like literally her mom was like, Jamie, do you want to say? So I'm like, totally, Lisa, you look so great. And like everybody kind of shared like a hello and intro or whatever. And, baby Rose is precious. Then that evening, Allie wanted to go to youth group at church. Piper had gone to our friend Carrie and Blue's house to play with Vivian.
Okay.
So when we dropped Allie off at church, Chad and I went to Carrie and Blue's house, hung out with them. Ended up getting like food from Met Market and had pizza with them, and then went and got Allie from youth group, and then we went home from there. So by the time we got home, I want to say it was like 8:30, almost 9, and we just kind of called it a night, and that was my weekend.
Love it.
Yeah,
love it.
It's good.
Busy lives.
Busy. It
full
feels like
lives.
a lot's going on right now with like Allie's at camp this week. Piper's at camp next week. Next week, the three of us are all at cheer camp together.
Is
then,
Piper cheering?
Yes,
Is she?
she's on my team.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and exciting news! I have a new assistant coach. So that's all coming together.
Love it.
I've been having a few practices, and we're starting from scratch again.
Nice.
It is fresh. We are young, so it's exciting.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, man, the last episode of Howard's Your Weekend.
This is it, guys.
This is it. Cheers one more time.
Cheers.
Thank you to our.
Congrats on all the accomplishments.
Shout out to Shannon.
Shout out to the loyal listeners.
Carrie and Blue and Brian and Chad and Stevie and Stella.
Rondi.
Christine.
Loyal listener. Yep.
Rondi.
Grammy's going to be sad this is over.
Oh my gosh. There was a few TikTok followers who commented about the podcast. So shout out to you guys. All of our YouTube watchers,
all of them, all of you out there.
All of them. It's been a pleasure.
It's been fun.
This is not the end of Austin and Jamie.
No,
you'll hear more from us very soon. So thank you, Jamie.
Thank you, Austin.
It's
this
been a pleasure.
Been a treat.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, goodbye.
Signing off.